Richard's Fantastical Tales. I turned into a biscuit. Part 2. 4 days ago, I turned myself into a biscuit. I ate too many biscuits, and I turned into a biscuit. I ate an entire tray of freshly baked biscuits, and without warning, I turned into an enormous fruity biscuit, full of juicy raisins and with hazelnuts for knees. It sounds unlikely, but it happened. But the really surprising thing was that I found I love being a biscuit. It's so much fun. With my new friends Dr. Tortenkex, the world-renowned biscuitologist, and Larry the pine martin, I have started to have all sorts of incredible adventures. Today was a bright, beautiful day and the sun was shining. Larry and I decided to go to the beach. We got into my car and hit the open road, looking pretty cool. At the beach, Larry put on lots of sunscreen, which was very sensible of him. But because I'm a biscuit now, I didn't. I thought the sun would have no effect on me. Boy, was I wrong. Larry went for a swim, and I decided to build a sand castle. A little ahead of me, I saw a passing crab. It was amazing to watch, and it gave me an incredible idea. Crabs have an astonishing way of walking. They have 4 pairs of walking legs and another extra set of claws, and all of them have long, stiff joints. Unlike human knees, their legs bend outwards, and they walk sideways. By getting down on my hands and putting my tummy in the air, and by slightly turning my wrists, I was able to do a special yoga move called the crab. I am brilliant at it. Like this, I actually managed to use myself like a spade. Now I could carry so much sand, and I quickly built a sandcastle that was nearly as big as a real house. But what I didn't know was that under the hot sun, I was getting baked. I got baked harder and harder. After a while, I decided to put my special wetsuit on and go for a swim. And it was only then that I realized I could hardly bend at all. I had become the Iron Biscuit. It was a strange feeling to be so inflexible, but I always try to look on the bright side of life. As the Iron Biscuit, I felt super hard and super strong. Like a superhero. And just like a superhero, I would seek out injustice and right wrongs. And Larry could become my superhero sidekick. I asked Larry what his superpower would be. Super speed, maybe. Or super high jumps, or licking. I think Larry wanted his power to be licking. Okay, we decided to walk down the beach a little and buy Larry and me an ice cream so he could practice. And because ice cream's delicious. As we got near to the pier, though, we started to hear some yelling. Hey, get off! No, you big bully! Help! Help! Did you hear someone calling for help, Larry? I asked. This sounds like a job for the Iron Biscuit. Meep, said Larry. We ran over to the benches. I could see that there were 2 people sat with their grandchildren, all looking very frightened and upset. In fact, one of the children was crying. Hello! I shouted a bit too loudly. I was a bit too overexcited. Is something the matter? It certainly is, said the granddad. We've bought some lovely fish and chips to eat together. But each time we try to have one, this big seagull comes and steals it. It took one right out of my fingers, wailed one of the children. It has a very long beak. Oh, yes, I said. I'd seen a documentary about this. Seagulls are kleptoparasites. That means animals that watch us and learn to steal whatever we're eating. They're very clever.
Well, they might be clever, said the grandma, but we're trying to have our lunch.
Well, allow the Iron Biscuit and his sidekick Larry to help, I said in a magnificent voice. Everyone looked very puzzled. Who's that then? Me, I said in my normal voice. I stepped in front of them and managed to make a sort of shield with my body. Now try. Nervously, one of the children took a steaming hot chip from the paper parcel on their granddad's lap. With a screeching noise and a huge flutter of wings, a seagull swooped down. It tried to get the chip, but I had completely blocked its path. It tried to peck me, but now I was baked so hard, it couldn't. In fact, I think I hurt its beak. It said again, sounding very annoyed. And with that, it flew off, allowing everyone to eat their chips in peace.
Oh, thank you so much, said the grandma. Why don't you both have a chip as a thank you?
Meep, said Larry, eating his chip very happily. But when I tried to bend down to get mine, I couldn't. I was baked too hard. Uh-oh, I said. I think it's time to call Dr. Tortenkex. Dr. Tortenkex was the famous biscuitologist and maker of the best biscuits in the world. I called him and explained the problem. Oh dear, he said. You had better come to my factory. I'm sending a hot air balloon to pick you up. At the factory, Dr. Tortenkex put me in a special sealed room with hundreds of slices of apple in it. This is a special trick to soften up hard biscuits, he said, although usually you just put them in a small container. May I suggest that the next time you go into sunshine, you make sure you drop some apple into your wetsuit. And don't stay out too long. Otherwise your hazelnuts will roast. Oh, that's much better, I said, bending my limbs happily. I'm back to my old self. But what about the amazing iron biscuit? What? The what? What is that? You can't have metal in a biscuit. It would be terrible for teeth. Ah, yes, I said mysteriously. You don't know about my secret identity. And I winked. I'm not 100% sure, but I think Larry winked too.